like, as the saying goes, everyone looks family, no? 3, 2, 1.
So just don't be afraid, or do it afraid.
With dedication. Okay.
Familiar, familiar ang mga tao dito, no? So, it's like, as the saying goes, everyone looks family, no? Because we are all connected to one person. Thank you for coming today, and we have all been rooting for this girl for a very long time. We know that she's a very talented writer and all, and now she has finally made it. She is now a published author. Let's give her a round of applause. Congratulations, Mara, Marjorie, Marge. So, before we begin, a little housekeeping. Kindly set your phones to silent. Restrooms are located here. Tea and vegan bites are complimentary. Cafe dishes and additional drinks are available for purchase at the counter. Later, Marjorie will also spend some time behind the coffee bar, which she did already. So, feel free to buy a drink there after the program. Okay, so let's start. Today we'll have 2 short readings, a conversation, a special unveiling, Q&A, and then signing and coffee. Okay, let's now officially start the program. Let's now talk about the book. The Prelude Girl meets readers in the aftermath of almost love, when the story ends, but the feelings don't. Wow. Big words, right? So it's a slender, luminous collection about heartbreak, reckoning, and choosing yourself again. Please welcome the author of The Prelude Girl, Marjorie Gaban. She's gonna give us a glimpse about the book.
Pasok na.
Thank you everyone for coming. Sa mga nabuli ko na pumunta dito. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And this is such a big deal for me because this is my first book. So we had a first draft. I asked my friend, Chris, who is also my publisher, that we're finally going to do this. So we had a first draft already, and it was originally titled Discontinued Thoughts. But that one was like a mix of everything. There were essays, poems, or stories, and I decided that this time I'm just gonna publish a collection of poems, and that it will have a unifying theme. By the way, this is my baby Laya. So it was going to be a unifying theme, and it's about a girl who got left behind with all of her emotions. So ito yung mga tinatawag natin placeholder, rebound, so ito yun. But I wanted to honor her and give her something to call her na parang, how do I say this? It's a term na that person can reclaim. Kasi when we say placeholder, it's something that we tag someone or label to someone, right? Na placeholder ka lang, that you were abandoned, and you were, meron pa tawag na benchmark?
Panakip
Libang,
butas.
Panakip butas in Tagalog. And I feel like, as a person, I don't want to, maybe I'm lost in semantics, but as a person who experienced this, I don't want to say na naging placeholder lang ako. Parang gano'n. So that's why I came up with another term for it is prelude. So, prelude means the introduction before the main act. Di ba? Parang masyado more poetic, and for me, that gives agency to the person na kinoconsider lang na society as placeholder. So thank you so much for coming. Sa family ko nandito sila, and my friends, yan, and my former co-workers nandito. And may mga ano din tayo, mga representative of Baguio City, si Chiki. And from Davao, si Glenn. Yan. So may mga friends ako na. Surprisingly, kahit ako nagulat na nag-oo sila kasi consider yung alay-alay nila. Yan. And meron din ako mga friends na yan. Peter, mga hindi napunta, sabi ko nga kay Chris, pag ako sumikat huyo sila sa akin. Joke. So yan, thank you so much, and I want to thank our venue host, Astor and Petit, sila yung owner ng Capri Island Vegan Cafe. So thank you kasi dumayo pa kayo, San Pedro Laguna. But I also chose this place because I also want to support my friends. And I'm confident na masaktan pa kayo sa food. Ito na siya. I just want to give you a little preview of what you can read inside. Yung first ano na lang, poem. So this is my message to, yung first poem is, it's titled, I Am Not Your Comfort. So this is for the readers. So this is my direct message to you. Kind of like a prelude to what you're about to experience while reading this book. Okay, so I am not your comfort. I'd like to warn you, you didn't come to the right place. If for you the right place is steady, like a stroll on level ground, or the comfort of warm hands on your back. This, my dear, is a wasteland, a roost for vultures, where you're hunted for sport and devoured mid-breath. Each door you enter leads to your most wretched nightmare, where your scream is smothered by the dolorous wailing of all the women who came before you. Okay.
Thank you, Marjorie. Yeah. I guess we are very curious about the book. I know we have a lot of questions. First, we are very curious about the backstory of the prelude. Okay lang kung hindi ka komportableng ibigay ang buong detalye, pero is it okay for you to give us a little backstory kung paano mo simulan yung mga tula? Tula? Paano ka naging poet, you know?
Okay.
So, yeah, ayun.
Let's begin with paano ako naging poet. It started when I was young. I think I was in 4th grade. Ganun siya kaaga. So I started by an assignment. Yung teacher namin that time, they taught us about poetry. And then they asked us to write. So nagsalat lang ako. Tapos madali lang siya sa akin. I don't know why. Tagalog pa yun. Kasi bata pa yun. Since bata pa ako, I didn't keep them. Tinapon ko lang, ganun. And then so parang for a time, hinayaan ko lang siya na it wasn't in my mind. Kasi bata pa akong gusto ko na mag-artista din. You know, typical. Yung writing itself, na-discover ko yan when I was in high school. Kasi meron akong, I had a classmate. Meron siya, magsusulat siya ng mga drama-drama. Kasi i-act lang namin sa klase. Parang na-inspire lang ako sa kanya. Tapos nagsulat din ako. And that's how we started. And then I decided na sa college, I will take up journalism. So natuloy-tuloy na. Yung next question is, paano na yung
the prelude girl is
okay. Hindi ko na i-mention, pero may mga tao dito na they were witness to it. Kaya, they know what happened. So this happened in 2012. This is how it all started. And back then, I didn't know how to, parang first heartbreak ko siya, real heartbreak. that I didn't know how to deal with it other than to write poetry. Parang doon ko lang siya express. And those poems were very raw. Hindi pa nga maganda yung pagkasulat. Wala lang. Just to express lang. And then, over the years, sulat lang ako ng sulat. Whenever something happens, susulat ko lang siya. Poetry, or in my diary, or yun. Hanggang sa dumami na sila.
Thank you. And then how long did it take for you to complete the book?
So there are many poems in the collection na sinulat ko na over the years. So that's why I said 20 years kasi that's when it started. But yung inupuan ko na siya and I decided that I'm gonna publish this collection finally. Took me 2 months. Yeah, more or less 2 months. And then nakwento ko doon sa ibang friends ko kanina na win-workshop ko yung sarili ko. Because I want this to be something that I can be proud of. So, pinik apart ko siya na parang pangit ito. Palitan natin how I say it. So, that's why this collection is so different from the original. Kasi marami akong binago. And it's all part of, and marami din akong binasa na poetry to get inspiration. So, yun.
Is there any poem in the collection which is your favorite, personal favorite, and why?
My personal favorite would be This Is How I Loved You. Because it encapsulates or siya na yung pinaka-gist on how a prelude girl loves and how she felt when she was abandoned. So that's why it's my favorite out of all.
Yeah, to share a few words about bringing the Prelude Girl into the world. And to lead our unveiling, please welcome our publisher, Al Chris, the founder and creative director of Haribon Publishing. Let's give him a warm applause.
Hello. So, unveil natin ngayon itong book na to. Actually, itong book na to, sabi ni Marjorie is 20 years in the making. Pero sa part ko naman, it's only 6 years in the making. Kasi we first purchased the license for this image last 2019. And then, discontinued thoughts pa yung tawag ng sa book na to. But then, biglang na-discontinued yung discontinued thoughts. Ayaw nang ituloy ng March. And then last 2024, itutuloy na niya dapat ulit to. But then, nag-procrastinate ulit siya. So, hindi na naman siya itutuloy. But then, finally, this time, this year, 2025, tinuloy na niya yung discontinued thoughts and ang tawag na sa kanya is The Prelude Girl. And available siya for purchase sa Amazon right now for around itong paperback na to, 500 pesos. Pero mahal yung shipping fee kasi piniprint lahat ng ito sa US. Makikita niyo naman yung quality ng printing, hindi talaga siya basta-basta. Kumbaga sa glutathione, S-acetylglutathione ito. Hindi siya mababang uri ng gluta. So, ayun.
Okay, friends, let's gather our eyes at the easel. Al Chris and Marjorie will lift the cloth.
So, eto na our second book, which is about mga babaeng ginawang panakiputas. The Prelude Girl by Marjorie Gallo.
3, 2, 1!
Ulit.
Okay, so ulitin natin para mas may drama.
Brought to you by Haribon Publishing.
Brought to you by Haribon Publishing. So, kung meron kayong mga kakilalang mga writers, alam niyo na kung sinong dapat niyo i-contact.
Visit niyo yung website namin, haribonpublishing.com. Okay,
so once again, Al Chris and Marjorie will leave the clock on 3, 2, 1! Here it is! Ayan po ang cover ng March. So we now open the floor for your questions. If you have any questions, please raise a hand and I'll bring the mic. Sino pong merong mga katanungan? Yes, si Jero.
Sakto lang. I feel like, siguro firstly, it's really brave of you, to release a physical book. despite na napaka-digital na natin ngayon and there's a lot of people na hindi na mahilig magbasa. But I think it's really a challenge that we have to take upon ourselves to encourage everyone not just to read but also to write because walang magbabasa ako, walang mababasa. So my question is, sorry for that prelude.
Yeah.
How do you intend to reach the audience or more audience, including the Gen Zs? Kasi for sure makaka-relate din sila in order for you to share these stories with them.
How do I plan to reach the young audience or new readers? Dasal lang. Actually, dasal lang talaga. Actually, hindi ko rin alam eh. Parang, paano ba?
I think question yun for
I'm
the
gonna have,
publisher.
baka sa publisher siya ng question. Kasi, kung ako lang, hindi ko alam. Paano ba? Sige, nasagot niyo mga.
Si Alcris na ang sasagot eh.
Oh.
Siya na lang.
Well, syempre,
Ikaw, kumihirapan eh.
well, syempre, yung mga platforms sa mga Gen Zs ngayon, di ba, yung TikTok, yung mga social media. So, we're planning na mag-share ng mga ilang lines or verses na makaka-relate or mag-hit ng spot sa mga Gen Zs sa mga platforms like TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts, mga Facebook Reels, ganun. And then, the moment na they relate to those lines, which they have read for free, syempre, it will create an awareness na parang, there's this new author who authored a book, di ba? And then, parang nakaka-relate naman ako sa kanya. Parang ganun. And parang little by little, yung awareness kay Marjorie Gavan and sa mga hurtful or hugot lines na meron siya, which are not very typical kasi kung yung hugot kasi ng ibang writer, medyo raw. Pero yung kay Marjorie Gavan kasi is medyo cryptic. So akala mo yun na yun, hindi pa pala. Akala mo sinasabi niya yung lover niya, yung kaibigan lang pala niya yung sinasabi niya. So may mga ganong So at least we're trying to find a niche for Marjorie Gavan para may makarelate sa kanya sa mga platforms sa yun and mag-create ng awareness little by little sa pangalan niya.
Yan. I was able to get a glimpse of the book. Very niche talaga siya. At kung ikaw, if you're gonna read it na okay ka, wala ka hindi ka heartbroken sa ngayon, iba eh. Medyo
Para kang nakinig ng Adele song.
Oo. Ng pagkakasulat, talagang kailangan nyo basahin ito na kompletong tulog ninyo ha. At saka nakapagkape kayo. Pero I think kung kayo ay heartbroken din, may mararamdaman naman kayo. So, yeah, more questions? Sa tingin ko, our guest from Davao, hindi niyo ba alam? Ang guest natin ito ay lumipad papatungo sa Manila mula sa Davao. So, kailangan na sumitin ang moment na to. Kailangan meron din siyang question. Glenn, of escapemanila.com. Search it.
Hi, Mara. There were a series of procrastinations, sabi mo na nabanggit mo kanina. And I am quite intrigued. Ano yung naghudyot na this is it? Na ito na yon na sabi mo nga, July talaga siya na naka-decide ka na itutuloy mo na siya. So I want to know, I think many of us or all of us are also interested, ano yung point na sinabi mo sa sarili mo na ito na yun?
Thank you, Glenn, for that wonderful question. Late last year, I started writing my novel. And then, I realized na nahihirapan ako towards the middle of the year. Sabi ko, okay, parang hindi ko pa yata ito matatapos kasi hindi ako masatisfied dun sa mga plot. Parang daming loophole, parang hindi ko ma-justify why my character is doing this. I also found my character boring. Parang, sabi ko, parang ayoko yata na ganito siya. And then, sumabay siya na natapos yung contract ko sa previous company. Bigla, wala akong work. Bigla, I have a lot of time. And I was trying to apply, hindi ako makakuha ng work. Parang, ghost ako ng mga, parang ang daming ghost ngayon, listing sa LinkedIn and other companies. So parang, I suddenly had the time. And then maybe, part of it, dahil sa frustration ko, na nothing is happening, not in my novel, not in my job hunting. So I wanted something that I can finish, that I can be proud of, that I can use my time on, kasi marami akong biglang time. Pero naisip ko parang, since, why not use this time to just finish it? Gawin mo na, tama na yung kakabili mo ng mga bagay-bagay. And then, finally, I did it. So yun, ayun na mababasa. Yeah, thank you, Jen.
Thank you, Marge. Sino po pong merong question? Si Pat. Pat.
Here. And we don't, my colleague, we don't know each other personally, but my question is gonna be a bit personal. Since it was asked earlier, what was your favorite part of the poem or the book? I want to know what's the least favorite part? And what was the experience, what was the motivation, or what was the inspiration that made you feel that it's a bit, this is my favorite, putting it between this two? And
His favorite poem or
his
his favorite part
of the book itself.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
My least favorite part was going back and remembering everything. Kahit naka-move on ka na, no? Sometimes, right, when you remember some things in your past, bigla nainis ka. So, I had to recall everything. Anong nangyari nung this one night that I went to this place with this person? Anong nangyari nun? And I had to remember it. And while remember it, my body remembers it. Na parang, shit, ito yung ginawa niya. Ito yung naramdaman ko that time. Just, so, I think, especially kung naka-move on ka na, medyo hindi siya nakakatuwa na maalala na, hey, this person did this to you. Kasi merong part doon na that you blame yourself. Why did you let it happen? Right? So parang bumabalik ka dun sa moment na akala mo na get over mo yan. Pero, nakamove on ako. It's just that, remembering that, syempre nakakainis pa din, nakakagalit pa din. Yeah. So yun yung least favorite ko, I guess.
Thank you, Marge. I think we can get one question from Marge's friends na naka-witness nung lahat. Madam, naramdaman kong part ka nun. Anong name niyo, Madam?
Agnes.
Yes, Agnes has a question for you, Mom. Ako na talaga nag-decide.
Ay, go na.
Hi, sis. But I'm not gonna ask any questions about the past because it's the past. I'm just curious, what was your reaction when you first held on the finished book? What were your first words, feelings when you held on the officially published book?
Okay. Nung the day that I got the book, kasi alam na natin na nag-usap kami ng publisher ko, alam niya, tapos na namin, hinihintay na lang namin yung book. But it doesn't feel real until you have it, right? So nung dumating siya, na-stress pa ako kasi dumating siya gabing-gabi na. Nilalamove niya ng tanghaling tapat, dumating siya ng 11 p.m. Pero nung dumating siya, ang feeling niya is, parang, ano ba? It was like you were waiting to breathe, and finally you can. Ganun yung feeling. That's the best way that I can describe it. Sis na, shit, tapos na. This is it, tapos na. Not just the book, but that chapter. Na, eto na siya. This is it. I don't care kung mabasa niya. Actually, there are several people in it. Hindi lang puro exes. There were ex-friends na who were also the subject of this. Nung nakita ko na siya, okay, tapos na to, this chapter, I don't care if they read this. Di ko alam, walang pakita ng reaction nila. If they were going to be hurt about it. Since wala rin naman sila pakin when they hurt me, right? So why should I care about what they feel? So this is my story, this is my book. To help with them.
Miss Kathy, I know you have something there.
On that spot talaga din.
Meron question si Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy is the owner of #1 beauty clinic in Bulacan. Miss Kathy, okay, may question to po.
Sabi mo, na-share mo na parang naka-move on ka na sa story. And then, ano yung meron ka bang parang intention na babasagan nung guy na nagparamdam sa'yo? Kasi buong-buo yung pangalan mo sa harapan.
Hindi ako nagtago sa akin.
Yeah.
Oo, dito pala tayo makakuha ng question na talagang harapan talaga, no? So,
Grabe sis
akala mo, Marja.
Alam mo, nakalusot na ako.
But actually, Miss Kathy has a point, ha?
First of all, it's not for him eh. Parang gusto ko na, kasi book ko siya, first book, gusto ko na real name ko yung nakalagay. Parang gano'n na, parang, and it's just my first book, magkakaroon pa ako maraming books. And gusto kong makilala yung name ko as me, my birth name, gano'n. It's also my way of saying na I'm not really afraid of what they're going to think. I don't really care. This is my life, my book. They just happen to be the muse. They should be honored actually. Na they were the muse of my book. But then, when you think about it, my story is not unique. There are so many people like me na ganun yung nangyari. And then, does it mean that we stop living our truth? No eh. there's got to be a way for you to share your story, not for them, really, but for yourself and for the people who went through the same thing.
Thank you, Miss
Yes.
Cathy, for a very
Controversial question.
very good question. Ayun yung question na hinihintay mo natin. Pero ngayon, I think we should have a representation from the family, right? Hindi pwedeng mga kaibigan na. Kailangan may tanong na talagang diretsahan din. I think si Bunny, ready siya sa mga ganyan type of questions. Bunny, right? Bunny, the younger sister of Marge. Di ba? Halata naman, di ba? Look at... Oh my God. It runs in the blood, huh? Bunny, you have a question.
Kasi you mentioned that it took you 20 years to finish the book, and you mentioned that one of the reasons was procrastination. Kasi yun yung sakit ko. So, why did you procrastinate? Was it because out of fear na ma-judge yung book mo, or because of perfectionism? Kasi baka mamaya, naisip mo ba na, parang sa character ng novels mo, parang feeling mo hindi okay. May mga ganun kayo bang feeling na parang, ay, baka hindi ko matanggap ng mga tao, ganun sabi mo. Curious lang ako. Okay.
Pero procrastination, I consider it a disease, sa totoo lang. Na parang you know naman that you have things to do, and yet, parang yung brain mo naghahanap ng dopamine. You'd rather be scrolling kasi natutuwa ka. I think, one of the reasons na nag-procrastinate ako is, kasi hard work siya eh. Ayaw mo mag-work, ayaw mo siyang trabahuin kasi hindi ka sumasaya. Katulad, like I mentioned kanina, yung question ni Pat, na, di ba, parang, hindi ako natutuwa na binabalikan ko yung past. So, I think that's one of the reasons na kaya ako nag-procrastinate kasi you don't want to face it. Ayaw tapusin. Parang, kasi feeling mo, mas may iba pang bagay na masayang gawin. Yun lang naman yun basically. Magbabash sa'yo, di ba? Siyempre, gusto mo mababash? Of course not. Gusto mo bang ma-judge or ma-misinterpret yung sinabi mo or yung work mo? But at the end of the day, you have to decide na hanggang kailan ka magtatago, hanggang kailan mo to patatagalin. Just do it. Everybody gets judged. Kahit whether you're right or wrong, mag-judge ka. Whether mabait ka o hindi, mag-judge ka pa din, di ba? Whether lumalaban ka ng patas or ginagamit mo yung kaba ng bayan para pumunta sa... Go with it. Just go with it. And we only have one life. I think pag dumating ka na sa 40s, this is going to be one of your realizations. Sa kailan hanggang kailan ka pa maghihintay. We never know we can die tomorrow, mamaya, or maybe, especially nung dumating ako ng 40s, may mga bagay ako na, ba't hindi ko pa ito ginawa nung 20s ako or nung 30s ako, ganun. So, ayaw ko na maghintay, basically. Kininakas ko na dyan. Yun. That's it.
He's gonna promote the book sa mga Gen Z. So, dapat sa mga Gen Z na tayo. Ay, ito mukhang close na close kay Marge to. So, what's your name, sir?
Eldridge.
Eldridge. I think Eldridge is very, he has a lot of questions, huh? Eldridge?
Hi, Ate Marge. Pinilit lang po ako nito. Pero po I'm paying attention to details earlier. Actually, Sir is right. I have maybe few questions. But I guess my main question is, how do you really love yourself and how do you come up with compiling everything in one book? I mean, having the courage for everyone to read it. Na parang how this book would probably help us when it comes to, having a realization that, hey, I love myself.
Paano ko kinompile? It took me, like I said, yung 20 years na yun, may mga poems naman na. Hindi lang sila okay. Na parang, pangit, parang gano'n. Pero nung time na yun, ayoko na magbasta sa yung sarili ko that time, di ba? When I wrote those things, it's just that it was a means to an end. Gusto ko lang mag-express kasi may galit ako. I was hurt. I was sad. Ganon. Na-insecure na ako. Ganon yung nangyayari pag ginawa kong placeholder actually. Basically. Bigla iniisip mo, bakit hindi ko yung pinili? Anong meron dun sa isa? Parang ganon, di ba? Bakit ganon? But in the end, at the end of the day, bakit mo iniisip kung ano yung decision niya? Na yun yung pinili niya. Maybe for him, yun yung best for him. It doesn't mean na hindi ka okay. It doesn't mean na hindi lang siguro kayo, hindi niya lang nakita sa iyo yung hinahanap niya, I guess. And it doesn't mean that you're less of a person just because wala sa iyo yung hinahanap niya. And it took me a while to realize that, syempre, daraan ka sa stages of grief eh, na hindi mo matanggap, mag-bargaining talaga yan na sana bumalik pa siya, Lord. Ganon. Sana bumalik siya, sana ma-realize niya na ako. Kaya ko sinabi at the end of the day, kailangan mong ma-realize na dapat mahal mo yung sarili mo. Kasi, yun yung risk of putting someone else before you. Minamaliit mo yung sarili mo. Somebody will choose for you. If not him, if not her, somebody else will. And while waiting, then just live your best life and don't forget na hindi mo kailangang piliin ng iba para lang maging buo ka. You need to choose yourself first. That's why I'm saying na pag pinili mo yung sarili mo, then it means you love yourself. Kapag pinipili mo yung iba over you, you don't. That's the reality of it. And marirealize mo yan when you fall in love, actually. Ibang tao lang, hindi mo makakontrol yung feeling sa iba. Yung thinking nila, hindi mo yung makakontrol. You can only control your emotions, yourself, your thinking. So, dahil ang control mo lang is yourself, why not love yourself? You will enjoy life. You will not wait for anyone. Hindi nakadepend sa iba yung happiness mo. So, pag may dumating, bonus lang siya.
Anong name, sir? Randy. Yes. Randy.
Hello, I'm Randy. So, nag-meet kami last week in Ismara, dito rin sa McCafe. So, I'm Randy from Becky, Creative Sequence. So, my question, first, I would like to congratulate you for the book launch. And my first question is, what is the hardest part of the book and why? And also, what is your message to those aspiring authors and poets na gusto rin mag-publish ng book sila?
I think yung hardest part ng book is putting them, yung setting them in order. Ano yung dapat mauna? That makes sense. Kasi I want it to flow. Hindi yung parang biglang nag-move on ako dito sa poem na to. Pero doon sa bandang dulo, galit na naman ako. Parang gano'n. So to do that, I had to reread everything. And like I said, hindi lang siya poetry. There are stories behind it. So I had to find a way that will, to set them chronologically, that will make sense. And then yung for aspiring authors, my message is, I think just do it. Do it, you have a story, write it. Kahit hindi mo matapos ngayon, just keep it. Just write, just do it, and eventually your target audience will find you and you will find them. You know. So just don't be afraid, or do it afraid. Even if you're afraid, go ahead, do it anyway. Yes.
I have one guest here na taga Baguio. Sumakay siya ng Victory Liner kaninang 10 a.m. to be here.
Hello?
Chiki.
Hello po. First of all, Ate Mars, congrats sa book mo. Siguro yung tanong ko na lang, magkakaroon ko siya ng sequel.
Sequel?
Yung book mo.
Pretty Girl?
Oo.
Ay!
Thank you, Chiki. Chiki from turistaboy.com.
Yeah.
Paki-check nyo lang po online. Okay.
Okay, I don't want to have a sequel, so to speak. Pero magkakaroon ako ibang books. I have another poetry collection. Sana huwag kayo magsawang supportahan ako. Kasi kayo pa lang yung sumusupport sa akin. For now, hindi ko kilala. Ay, magkakilala na ako, sabi nga ni John, sikat na daw ako, ganun. Parang ma-manifest mo.
Manifest mo yan.
Yeah. But, walang sequel si Prelude Girl. Hopefully, siya na yan. Kasi pag inulit ko pa, gusto naman. Ayoko na maging prelude to somebody else's story anymore. It happened before, tama na yun. But I have a new set of poetry collection. Yung theme niya medyo mabigat. It speaks about DPWH people. Sabi gano'n! Basta gano'n! You know, about society, the horrors of society, yes. Yun yung next. And then meron ako novel na, sana magawa ko siya. Sana matapos ko siya. Yun. Yun yung next. Thank you, Chiki.
Hello. So, by the way, I'm Elgin. So, co-worker ko before si Barge. And sa previous couples. And, yeah, congrats. Pero, sobrang, happy ako for you. So, Dalawa kami
Dalawa?
Sige. So yung book mo is the collection of poems of about different people na nagdaan sa life. So what if one of them or more than one nakabasa and then they feel na sila yon and then they reach out to you, how will you handle that? Or nakagan? May chance ba that you will accept them back to in your life?
Okay.
Bigyan mag-reach out.
But if they reach out, I'm sorry, hindi ako bigger person. I am a very petty person. Alam niya ng mga friends ko. Wait ma. I will not give them, I think I've already given them enough tears, time, my sadness, my rage, lahat na nabigay ko ng time na yun eh. So this time, sorry, you're no longer part of my life. Don't reach out. I don't care about you. Bahala ka sa buhay mo. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't care.
As a writer, what are your visions or how do you want to be known for?
My reason, I think, ultimately is to reach people. Feeling ko naman, as human beings, we want connection. I think it's important for writers to share their story kasi there are people who don't write. Hindi nila properly ma-express yung nararamdaman nila. They feel alone. Just to make this world a little bit better. I think that's what art does. It's to help us express, to help us connect with other people. So I think just like other artists, yun lang naman yung goal ko. For them to see themselves sa art ko, sa writing ko. I want to be known as a writer who has courage, somebody who shares her passion to other people. Yan. Yun yung gusto ko.
Yeah, Miss Jennifer.
Wala akong question. Pero trivia lang.
Trivia?
Nung bata siya, talagang alam ko magiging writer ko eh. Kasi talagang nagsisilat siya ng novel. Pag ako nagtatawa ng mga namin, sasabi ko, ano yung mga story niya about sa mga walay-walay. Kaya siya, wala kang Wattpad. Kaya alam ko na, I'm so on for you. Thank you. At siguro rin yan eh. Kaya yung sinasabi mo, magsisilat ka ng novel, magsilat ka niyan. At kung bakit ngayon, ito yung perfect time na binigay sila ni God. Yun lang, nakaganda ko sa kanila. Thank you. Kasi,
Ay, mukhang may question dito. Mukhang nagsalita yung pinsan, hindi pa patalo yung bunsong kapatid. Ay, Diyos ko. What's her name? Adriana.
Ano ko na lang, message na lang kay ate kasi ever since na bata ako, medyo takot ako sa kanya. Pero at the same time, siyempre, nilulog ako ko din siya. So, medyo nakaka-proud din na nakapag-publish ng book. Isa sa mga alam ko pangarap na asabi.
Wow, thank you, Adriana.